That's what I gotta do. Shit. You can hear me now? Okay, good. So you didn't hear what I said. That's good. How you doing, Lucky? Good. I'm glad that your work is good. Is good. This shit's hilarious. I'm on Facebook, and in Florida they're removing a rainbow colored brick from the streets. Like they're taking the bricks and they're flipping them over, like so you don't see the rainbow anymore. I know that's gonna piss off a lot of people. That's gonna piss off a lot of people. Poor things. Oh boy. It's already pure comments on there of bullshit. Hey Monique, how you doing? Yeah, it's like a write up on Facebook that in Florida in an area of Florida, they took up the rainbow bricks and took them out. Half the people are saying, are pissed, and the other half is like, you know, at the end of the day, they shouldn't be painting anything anyway. Leave the damn sidewalks alone. Leave shit alone the way it is, and just stop like trying to force things on people. No, it's just like a regular walkway, like a sidewalk with rainbows on it, rainbow colors. But I don't know why people have to keep on like forcing the issue or painting, because a rainbow is like in the sky. It shouldn't be on the ground to walk on, and you shouldn't have that as your like thing anyway. That's just my opinion of it. I don't care what anybody thinks anyway, but I just think it's very stupid to paint an area that doesn't belong to you. That sidewalk didn't belong to you. Why you painting a sidewalk that's public? So that's already a crime. Not a crime, but it's like you're not, well, they consider it a crime, graffiti. So you're putting graffiti all over the ground thinking that's okay. You putting on a sidewalk. Like leave that shit alone. Like why you painting shit that don't belong to you? If you're a part of the LGBTQ group, right? My suggestion is to paint your house and your stairway, your private property with full of rainbow stuff and put whatever you want on it. But in the public, you shouldn't be doing that because you gotta explain to little kids, hey mom, hey dad, why is this rainbow colors everywhere? What do you want us to do? Lie? That's not good because then the kid gets older and say, mom, you lied to me. Or dad, you lied to me. That represents this and that. We shouldn't have to explain to little kids about what you're doing with your adult life behind closed doors and all out in the open now. Like keep that shit where it belongs in private homes and private in your little sections. Don't put that shit all over the public roads and all over the public. Man, come on, grow up. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm against people doing things like that. No matter if it's, them or not, that organization or that group or not. It's everybody. Like, don't do shit like that. It's a public road. It's a public wall. It's a public walkway. You don't have any right whatsoever to paint shit on these places. That's why, and I'll give you an example. In Los Angeles, they painted a big mural on a wall, a public wall, of Kobe Bryant when he died, and his daughter that died with him in the helicopter. So a guy took it upon himself and said, "Let me paint on this wall right here that's public. I'm gonna paint a mural of him and his daughter," which was great. I love things like that. But that's not for you to do. You don't have permission to do that. Now, if it's an actual wall that belongs to somebody and they said, "You have my permission to put that on my wall," then that's different. But you can't just put graffiti anywhere you want. And they did that in Bermuda. Bermuda, they said, look, we want artists to go on this wall, this bus stop area. We're gonna plaster it and you guys could paint things on it for the school. Like the government gave Bermuda the right to do like paintings on a wall. And this one business, right? They gave like these painters a place to paint on their wall and they gave them permission to do it. Now you can't do that shit unless you have permission. Like who are you to go to a public wall and just start painting on it? And then you wonder why, right? These people are going to go take the bricks up and get rid of the rainbow because you didn't ask for permission. Fucking idiots, man. Like, get a life. Monique, you said, yeah, I did that the last time. It just cleared today from the last time. Let me see what it says. It says it went through. The last payment, it took a couple days and then it went through, but this one seemed like it went through because I don't see pending on here. So even if it does, I'll answer it and then I'll get it eventually. Because once the transaction is sent, they take time. And unless there's nothing in your account, then that's why it'll do it. But if there's nothing in your account, it won't allow you to send it anyway. But if you don't use it a lot, it'll do it sometimes. It's annoying, but it's cool. And other people it happens like that. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. All right. I got your question on there. I'll do that for you. No problem. I'll answer it for you. Hey Marley, how you doing? See now, if I had a problem with it, right? I would have said to you, "Hey Monique, your payment is pending. What the fuck?" Like you better give me my damn money or yada yada yada. But I didn't because I don't care. Like because I know how it works. I know people have like I know it'll work and I know it'll go through because I've had my regular clients do that and it says pending because you PayPal has issues sometimes, right? And like sometimes when the payments are being done at the same time, or if you've made another payment that day, sometimes it acts up. How you doing, Marley? I hope you have a good day too. So, Monique, no worries, you know, because that's been pending for a few days. I don't care. Like, I'm not gonna hound anybody. I didn't hit you up on Instagram and like, yo, woman, where's my payment? I'm not like these other idiots on here. Like, money ain't my life. I'm sure everybody knows that by now. You know, that's why the payments are only $5. So if I lose it, it's only $5, and I wouldn't even care. You know. $5 can't really buy you shit no more. But anyway, long story short, it's not gonna be a problem. And if I never get the money, then I never read for you again. That's all. That's how I am. But if it's pending and I know I'm gonna get it and it comes through like it did today, then I know it's all good. Now, if it says pending and then you take the money back after I answered you, then we're gonna have an issue, which some people have done before. Where I answer their question and then next thing you know, they ask for a refund. And I'm like, yeah, you can have your $5 and stick it up your you know what. All right, let me answer your question here. But yeah, long story short, it's not a problem. Yeah, so if it's gone through, you can't get it back. You have to like appeal it. And you have to have like proof for the appeal. But this a while ago, I would say last year, a woman came in here, and I don't know who she was, and she paid me $5 for a question, and then she said she never said why she wanted the money back, but she was some broke ass hoe that spent the money and then appealed for it to get it back, like $5, like really. So she must have been a broke ass, whatever. And I emailed her because you have people have their emails on here. So I emailed her and said, "Why do you want your $5 back? Like, why are you appealing and acting like I didn't give you what you asked for?" And she never answered me. So then I emailed PayPal and said, "You can take the $5 back. You can take the refund. I don't care. Like, you can tell her shove it." But she has no proof. I said, if I wanted to be an ass, I could have sent PayPal the me answering her question and giving her what she asked for and answering it and say, "I'm not giving back your $5." But I gave it back because I don't care, and I banned her from here, and that's about it. If you're gonna make all this noise for $5, then that's your dumbass, self. But you have to appeal for it, like. But the thing is nothing's guaranteed, so I can appeal everybody's decision because on here it says for entertainment purposes. So if people think they're gonna come in here and get a real answer and then try and fuck me over, it's not gonna happen because I'll appeal it if I have to. So I'll always win the decision because I answered your question. Whether or not it came true, that's not my problem. You could have done something in your free will world to not make it happen. I don't know. Or you could be lying to me just to get your money back. So, but I never appeal it. I'm like, yeah, I'll take your money back and I'll ban you and you can go to hell. And you'll probably get karma. So, nothing to do with me. Yeah, but people like some people do it on purpose, is what I mean, Monique. They actually do it on purpose to piss me off or to like start trouble, or they just like feel like they wasted their money and they want it back. Or they'll try to get it back at least. It's only happened like 3 times in 6 years that I've been on here. It's happened like 3 times. So, and I don't care. I'll give it back. It's only $5. They can have it. Go buy a life with it. All right, let me see. All right, as far as these people you're asking me about, I would say that they're separated. I feel like the guy is trying to get her back, and the woman doesn't want him back. Like she's like, nah, you know, I don't really want you back. So I think they're ending their whole friendship relationship. You know, I feel like they are broken up, but they're still. But I feel like if this is a guy and a girl here, I feel like the guy's like wanting her back, but she's refusing to take him back. So I don't think they're fighting to get back, but I do feel like they broke up because I don't get them being together. I just get I get this guy trying to get her back, but she's refusing. I don't see them like getting back together in the next 30 days. So this month, I still see them not together. They're arguing. These people are going at each other. There's another thing here about like money and stuff. And this woman feels like she should be separated and alone because the guy is like always trying to argue with her. And he's like, on like she's uncertain about the guy now as time goes on. But this woman rather be like by herself and single because this guy is like trying to get her back and trying to do things. And like she's like, nah. So I don't see nothing good happening between them, and I don't see them getting back together in the next like month or so. I don't see it happening. And one of them probably went on vacation and said, "Look, I need a break from you. Like, go away." I feel it could be the woman. At the end of the day, the woman is denying the man, if that's the case. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Somebody went on vacation. Because I get vacation and holidays, and they're like, they had enough already. They might have went by themselves. Yeah. So if he went on vacation, that's what I got. And she's like, good, go away. Yeah, vacation. So that makes sense then. There you go. Spirit don't lie. So if he went on holiday, yeah, even if he did or didn't, it won't show me that. Like, I didn't ask about that, but I know he went on vacation and he went to spend money and have a good time because he was arguing with her before he left. And he was like, you know what? I'm out of here. Fuck this. I'm gone. So, but it looks like he still wants to try to be with her, but like, even though he might be playing tough, but he still like thinks about her and wants to like get back with her. And then, she's like, no, I don't want to be with you. So maybe the trip kind of like made her pissed that he went away with his boys, and she's like, yeah, see, you don't care about me. You went with your boys. Should have took me on vacation. So she could be a little whiny, you know. I don't know. I'm just like, from what I see in the cards, she's refusing to like be with him. So I don't know. I don't see them getting back together no time soon, if that at all. But I only check, a month in advance. So for the rest of this month, I don't see them getting back together. If that's what you want, then it's good for you. Just try not to wish for their downfall. Let it happen on its own. I'm not saying that you are, but I didn't know you had a channel, Monique. I forgot you had a channel. I'll subscribe to your channel now. I clicked on your name because I was like, I think she's a reader too. So there you go. I just subscribed to you. Cool. She keeps him away from his kids. So maybe because, so I guess that's probably what it is then, is she doesn't want him anymore because he doesn't want, she doesn't want him to be with the kids and more with her. She sounds like one of those greedy type chicks. So that could be what it is then. If she keeps him away from his kids, then that explains it. He's probably like, look, I want to be with you, but you can't keep me away from my damn kids. So so I think she kind of like gave him an ultimatum or something. But I still think that he'll try to talk sense into her, but I see them arguing a lot right now. Yeah, I'm sure she does because he might, if he has money, because I got the Ace of Pentacles at the very end. So I think the only thing that will keep him together is her knowing he's got money, or vice versa. So, but I got the Ace of Pentacles, and that's it. The relationship could be based on money. But what she fails to realize is he's got child support to pay for. So if it's a money thing, then that's going to be an issue. So if she wants him for his money, that's how it goes. That's what happens. some women are, some women and men are very annoying when it comes to things like that. When it comes to people's, money and shit, and wanting them for money and wanting them for child support and things like that. Live off of a guy's child support, and it's supposed to go to your kids, and it goes in your pocket for your nails and your eyelashes and your fucking pantyhose and your g-strings and all sorts of shit you want. And the opposite way could be, the woman paying for the guy's bills and weed and alcohol and cigarettes and rent just for some D. So I can understand both ways. He can't afford a girlfriend. Well, there you go. If he can't afford a girlfriend, then that's why it's not working. But he can afford to go on a trip, though. He said, fuck that girl. I'm going on a trip. I'm going. Spending money on my damn self. I don't blame him. Go, boy. Worry about these damn women. And not everybody's bad and not everybody's good. There's good and bad in every single person and everything. So unfortunately, it's always going to be a money thing. Most relationships fail or get in arguments because of money. That's why they say money is the root of all evil. And technically, it really is, unfortunately. Money gets in the way many times. Many times, money gets in the way, which is fucked up. But if he can barely afford himself, then he won't be able to give her what she wants unless she pays for herself. So that's always going to be a problem. And if he ain't got child support money at the end of the month, guess what's going to happen? Police are going to come looking for him, say, hey, you ain't paid child support in a couple months. So it's either you pay or you're going to jail. So it's up to you because that's what happens here. Here in Bermuda, that's what happens. Stephanie, I don't see any payment on my side. I haven't got any PayPal donation from you. I don't see any super chat on here because it'll show up. If you super chat me, it'll show up on my screen in the chat right beneath your name. That's where it'll show up. Maybe it's gonna take time to come through, but I don't see it. I don't see it on my end. Yeah, exactly. You can go to jail for that shit, for not paying your child support because you agreed to it. Mm. Yeah, don't see no super chat here, Stephanie. There's no super chat on my screen. I don't know if anybody else sees it, but I don't. I don't see no super chat at all here. Nada. When you super chat, it comes up in a green box or a yellow box, and it says you super chatted. So I don't know. Okay, Monique, take care. I don't know what to tell you, Stephanie, but but that's not going to do me any good. It has to show up here in the chat. Every super chat that I've ever gotten has shown up in the chat. So you're gonna have to talk to YouTube about that. So I don't get no super chat here at all. And no email notification, no nothing. There's nothing here. Because every time someone super chats, it shows up in my chat. Hey Sophie, how you doing? Yeah, I'm good. I've had a busy day so far, but now I'm just chilling for a bit. You're good? Did you ever get the car fixed, Sophie? You got it fixed? Okay, cool. I never heard anything else from the car, so I was like, well, maybe she didn't get it fixed or the guy never came. I never heard you talk about it. Yeah. Yeah, I remember saying that. I just never heard you say you got it fixed completely. You said something about it was a noise or something and all this stuff. Yeah. Yeah. But I never heard anything else from. Well, I'm glad you got it fixed. Though. That's good. Okay, good. Good, good, good. So let's just say spirits cooperating with us. Because if not, if it didn't happen, I know you would have said something. You would have been like, Mark, guess what? Spirits fucking around. They told me that I was gonna get my car fixed and I didn't. I'd be like, you guys lying to me or what? What Sophie did wrong now? When something don't happen, I always say to spirit, well, I guess you're giving the person karma because you ain't told me, you ain't said nothing. I ain't heard nobody say anything. Oh, that's good. I'm glad. Well, that's what happens when spirit works together with everybody. We get the answers that we want, which is great. I thank them every day for helping me get the answers. Obviously, some's gonna be good, some's gonna be not so good. Some of it we might not want to hear, some of it we do hear. Let me check something real quick. Stephanie, are you still here? Okay, cool. So I'll be here. I'm just waiting for Stephanie to sort out some stuff here, but I'm also checking because apparently you can pay for super chats through Google Pay, and but I need to check if I get it through my thing here, but I'm not getting a notification. So I gotta see on my end if it came through on my end. Because if it comes through on my end, it'll say like, so and so sent me a super chat. But I don't have anything on here. The last person to super chat me was Marilyn yesterday. So I have nothing here that says, Stephanie, you gave me a super chat. So I don't know how that works. And I don't know how I'm supposed to receive it. But I'm checking. See, I have a page here on my YouTube where it says who super chatted me, and the last person was my friend Marilyn, which was last night. But I don't see you here. I don't see anybody else today. Nobody today has super chatted me. So I've checked on my end, and I don't see it. So Stephanie, I don't know what to tell you. But if I don't receive it, then I don't then I don't know if I've got it or not because I haven't received it. I checked my email just now and I checked my YouTube super chats and nothing's here. So you might have to contact YouTube and ask them. I'm not saying that you're lying. Please don't think that because I'm sure you probably did pay with Google Pay because it says on here that you can pay through Google Pay. So you're not lying. I know you're not, but I haven't seen it on my end. I don't know if it takes like some time to get through or what. Because I've checked my notifications. I've checked my channel to see if I received it, and I have nothing. There's nothing here. Even my Google account. Let me see payments. Account subscriptions. Payments and subscriptions. See, I don't have anything here that says that you've sent me a super chat, which I don't know why. It's something that I don't have on here. I don't see it. Because if I get because sometimes people will super chat me and then I'll go in here and check to see if it actually went through. And it'll come through. What the heck is this? I don't know who that is. Anyway, I have no idea why your super chat didn't go through, but I can assure you that it didn't because I don't have it on my end. I'll double check my emails for I'll double check my email right now to see if it's like a spam thing or something. 'Cause I think you're the first person to tell me that you sent me something and you got an email. So let me just check. Spam. Let me see if it comes under spam mail. Nothing under spam mail. Old mail, nothing. Junk, nothing. Inbox, just my email that I have. Yeah. So I don't have it. I don't have anything here saying that you gave me a super chat. So maybe you have to just talk to YouTube and see what they say. Even shows mine on here. Yeah, nothing. I don't know what to tell you, but it didn't come through on my end. I'll check my other email to see if it came through. Let me see. Nope. I got nothing on this side either. I checked all my emails. This guy said the pepperoni. That shit's funny. Yay. What you got? Well, I'm waiting here patiently to see if Stephanie, if you dealt with the situation. 'Cause I feel bad for you if you pay for something and you're not getting it. But I can guarantee you that I have nothing here from you at all. Which sucks, but my email has nothing. Nada. Nada. Let me check my other marketing email. Nope. Nada. Nada. And nada. Nope. Heck is that? It's really windy out here. Shit. Shit, it's windy. It's windy out here. You know windy? It's windy. Oh, hey, Ashley. How you doing? Okay, cool. I was just waiting for this other person that said they sent a super chat through Google Pay, and apparently it went through, but I haven't got it here. Have you ever dealt with that? I told her, yeah, it's nothing. I don't know what to tell her, but apparently she paid for a super chat through Google Pay. She got the email saying that it went through, but I don't get nothing over here, nothing at all. So I don't know what happened. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Apparently, you can get a super chat through Google Pay, but that's the first time I've ever heard that. But it says here, it says, yes, you can use Google Pay indirectly for YouTube super chats as purchases made on the YouTube and Android app will be billed through Google Play, which is managed by Google Pay. You can also use a debit or credit card, which I already know. But so it says here it's possible to pay with Google Play or Pay with an Android phone. Let me see what this says here. Who the heck is this hoe? How to redeem Super Chat using Google Play card on Android. This is like some bullshit. Oh no, that's a card. No, that's not gonna work. So yeah, I'm just waiting for this person to come back and let me know what's going on. But usually when you get a super chat, it shows up in the actual chat. Like the box shows up. And I have my chat on live chat, so I would get every message that's being sent. So I don't know what's going on. But even if I got a payment, it would show up on my Google account. It would say, payment from so and so. See, like you just sent a PayPal payment, it gave me the notification saying that you paid it. I don't know what's going on. All I know, it ain't nothing to do with me. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. I was in the shower. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. I don't know. I don't feel like she's trying to scam me because I don't get that from her. She's been in here before. So, Stephanie, I apologize for anything, but I haven't got your stuff. But just ask YouTube if you're listening to me or you hear this later. You've been here before, and I know you paid me before, so that's not the issue. But I don't know why it's not come through. So, I have no idea. All I know is I trust you. just saying. I know how all this shit goes down. YouTube can be a pain in the ass sometimes. PayPal's been a pain in the ass. It's all a pain in the ass. Looks like we got some rain coming our way again. Alright, can you tell me if Dante and I will talk about the voice memo I sent him? Yeah. Well, to be honest, I don't, I have Super Chat now as an option because there's a lot of people who don't use PayPal or they can't use PayPal in their country or they don't want to, they don't trust PayPal, which I totally understand. In Bermuda, you can't have, there's no Cash App and no Vimeo and all that bullshit. There's no apps here for payments. And even PayPal is not connected to my bank account. So all the PayPal money that I get, I use it to buy things online that can accept PayPal. Or I have like I what I do is I pay for my nephew's um PlayStation card and then they give me the cash. Or my sister will get an iTunes card from my PayPal off a card delivery and then she'll give me the cash. So that way I can get my money from it. And then when my generator broke down 3 weeks ago, I believe, I ordered the generator part with my PayPal money, which was great because I got rid of like a lot of the money that was on there to buy something that I need. So it worked out perfectly. So I don't like having a lot of money in there because it can get hacked and I can lose it all. So I like to keep like a couple $100 in there at the most. I don't want no thousands of dollars on there. Fuck that. So yeah. When it reaches like over $1,000 or something like that, I like to use it, like use majority of it. So I don't lose at all. So it's nice that I get that. So that's how it works for me. Which is cool. It's all good. Well, I think that he'll eventually talk to you about this, but he kind of feels like he doesn't want to argue about what you sent him, or he doesn't want to talk about what you sent him in a certain way. And he might also feel that you have like different views of what he has, but he's going to try and be neutral and talk about whatever you voice noted him. I feel like he's a bit timid about responding to it, but he's going to try and have some type of compassion towards the actual message or whatever it includes. Because I get like a 50-50 feeling on what he heard from you. So, and if you want my advice, which I'm sure you don't mind having, but all those voice things and all that shit, like it's best not to like do those things. Sometimes just better just speak to the person face to face. Or like call him and be like, yo, yada yada yada. You got some time? I need to talk to you. All that voice shit, like sometimes like when you hear like a voice note, you're like, woman, what the fuck? You know? But see, that's what I'm saying. If he's ignoring you, right? If he's ignoring you, it's for a reason. It's because maybe he's busy or he doesn't really want to speak to you at the time. Just like I told you last night, right? You got to understand that you just started a relationship with this person. So you can't like nag them or want attention from them. I'm not saying you are, right? But you got to look at it through the other person's eyes. Like, they're probably like, all right, I'll get back to you when I can, or I'm ignoring you because I'm got shit to do, or I don't really want to talk to you right now, you know? So that's just my advice because I'm looking at it through a guy who like is just started going out with a person, with a woman new and feeling a certain way. See, that's fucking weird. That don't make no sense. Well, what did I tell you yesterday? I told you yesterday that he feels like you are a certain way, right? And that's why he thinks like he's not sure about you. He feels like you have an ulterior motive, or he feels like you are not, what he thought you were, or maybe because you ain't open your legs to him, or, giving in to what he wants, then, what you want might not be what he wants. You see what I'm saying? But see, that's what you want. See, this is what the point I'm making. I'm not trying to take sides. I'm just trying to like tell you exactly what I feel how people are, because some people are weird, yo. And some guys they can't handle like a woman trying to get information out of them or make them feel a certain way. They don't like that shit. A lot of guys don't can't handle that. They can't handle a woman wanting to talk and wanting to meet up and wanting to do this. They're like, nah, I don't feel like that shit. And then their boys are probably in their ears. Oh yeah, you got a girl now. You don't want to talk that. It could be so many different things. I'm just speculating. But and I'm not trying to defend him or you. But that's what I feel like this is. And that from yesterday's cards, I feel like that. And today's, I feel like he just like he's not sure now about this whole relationship thing. See? Right. See? Let me check if his uncle has any influences on him. Let me just check. Yep. So I feel like his uncle had something to do with it. His uncle argued with him about you and said, "Hey, don't trust these women, Don't trust her and don't do this and don't do that. You got to find your own peace and if you feel do you feel for her?" And he's like, "Well, no, because I just started dating her." And he's like, "Yeah, fuck that, man. Don't worry about these women." Blah blah blah. So his uncle looks like he's a problem. So you're saying ever since he went out with his uncle is trying to, you know, say to him, "Hey, look, don't deal with this woman. Go your way. Don't let her hold you back from seeing me and seeing your friends." Which you probably weren't even doing, but you know how some men are fucking delusional and some women are too. But I still see like he feels for you, he likes you, and he wants to be with you. But like he's probably listening to too much. Oh, that's because they're with idiots. It seems like him and his uncle have, women problems. Because if his uncle's girlfriend had a problem, then that's probably why. They're like, yeah, see, these bitches are this and these women are that. You know how guys are. Women do the same thing. I hate men. He doesn't care about me. He doesn't love me. He ghosted me. He hates me. When you get that shit, man, that's my first instinct is fuck you. I'm going. I'm not playing no games. Like, but you guys, a lot of people are different. Me, I'm not, I can't take that shit. Even a friend. If you don't fucking talk, look, there was a plumber. There was a guy that I hired to do plumbing. Me and him got cool. I called him. I said, "When can you come to the house? There's no rush, bro." "Oh, I'm coming Wednesday." "All right, bro, cool. I'll see you then." So Wednesday came, he never showed up. So I called the next day and he won't answer. I left a message, he didn't get back to me. So you know what I did? I went to my phone, block, delete, fuck off. I got another plumber. I'm not putting up with no fucking bullshit. See, even a plumber, a person, anybody, if you do that shit to me and you don't try to contact me to tell me that something happened or whatever, I know you don't want to deal with me. And I know your fucking belly's full and you don't want nothing from me. So fuck you. Why didn't you just tell me in the beginning, look, I can't come? Why you telling me you're gonna come and then you don't? So if you're lying to me and you treat me like that, then why do I need you in my life? You want me to lose my mind and my energy over your dumb ass shit? Man, you're old enough to know what's right and wrong. Fuck you. And then when the guy saw me in his truck, he tries beeping to me. He's beeping all like loud. And I looked at him and I was like, I ain't speaking to you, you fucking moron. Because if I did that shit to you, you'd be knocking on my door. Yo, what's up, Mark? Where the fuck you ain't answering my phone? Because I don't do shit like that. I answer my phone. I answer my messages. I don't do that shit to people unless I don't like you. You know? Give me a sec. I'll pull you some cards here. See if we can get a little more information. I don't see this guy being very faithful to what he says. Put it that way. And then I also get like, you know, I get that he's not very, faithful to his word and he can be like that. I also feel like he might be still like hung up over his ex or something. Maybe his ex found out that he was dating you and she probably wants to interfere because I got a third party situation here that might be, a problem. And a third party can also mean a man like his uncle getting in the way of your relationship. You know what I mean? Because I don't get like a sexual type of thing here, but it could be, but I doubt it because I would have like more information here. But then I get the yes card at the end. So it's telling me like, yes, he's doing it. He's doing it on purpose. And that's probably why he's doing it. So I don't know. Didn't you say like he lives with his mom or he takes care of his mom or something like that? Cause I see a woman around him. Was it you that said that he deals with his mom a lot or he lives with his mom or something? And his mom might have like an influence on his decisions. I think it was you that told me that. Cause I do see a woman around him. Yeah. See, but I don't get sexual things. Like I don't get him like see that you know how people say third party, but it's not like a sexual thing. It's like a person that they have in their life, like a third wheel, like a person that like it's almost like he can't deal with you. He has to deal with his mom and his aunt. And they're probably like putting shit in his head, like, don't worry about that woman. You just started dating her. Don't worry about her. You gotta worry about us. We're your priority. We're your family. You know? Because I get like him going through some difficulties here and he can't handle it. So I would say just give him time, Just don't say nothing to him. Just leave him alone. Silence over bullshit. So just leave him alone. My advice to you is you already did your part, right? So now just leave him alone. Wait for his, Give him a couple days and wait for him to respond. Interrogate him, let him, say what the fuck's your problem and say, look, if this ain't gonna work, then goodbye. You can't be treating me like this. Fuck you. At least that's up to you to say, not me, You do as you wish, but if I were you, I wouldn't put up with that shit. But if he responds with a good excuse or he tells you or proves to you that, what he's doing is what he's doing, then I guess that's the situation. But that's what Spirit's telling me in the cards that he's dealing with another woman. Obviously not sexually, but he could be dealing with his mom and his aunt. And then his uncle, said, look, fuck that woman you're with. You better deal with your family and your friends. And, you just started dating her. Who cares? She'll get over it. You know. Well, if you let him know that it's not for him, then maybe that's his way of telling you. It's by ghosting you and not. You know what I say on here? And I'm sure you heard me say it many times. No answer is your answer. Because if you answered, you would tell, say the whatever you have to do, right? So some guys are like, yeah, fuck you. I ain't saying nothing. Leave me alone. So that's why I got what I got yesterday. And that's what I got today. Because this is how he's acting. He obviously, that's his answer. He doesn't want nothing. He doesn't want to do it. Because if he did, he wouldn't treat you that way. And ghosting people is like the most stupidest shit in the world. You ghost me, it's a wrap. I'm deleting you. You can ghost me, but I'm deleting you. Like hell am I dealing with that petty ass, stupid, childish shit? That ain't fucking happen. You ghost me, I'm deleting you. You ain't ghosting me. Hell no. That shit's childish as fuck. Especially if you're my girlfriend. If my girlfriend were to do that to me, I'm breaking up with her. I'm be like, you fucking ghost me? Check you later. Here's your message. Goodbye. You can ghost some other idiot, not me. Hell no. Well, see, that to me, that's your answer, unfortunately. Unfortunately, he can't handle having a woman. And that's why yesterday, you know, I saw that he thinks you're up to something or you're like, he doesn't want this whole thing. It's like I get a mixed feeling with him. I feel like he wants to stay with you and he likes you and he wants you to be his girlfriend, but he can't do. See, a lot of men cannot do more than one thing at once. They can't date you and work and take care of their mom and their aunt and come back to you and do the whole thing over and over. They get too like well, what is his zodiac sign? But that's what I think it is, Ashley. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm thinking. Like, there's a lot of guys are like that, man. They're fucking idiots. They can't. Instead of just being honest, they want to like bullshit around the bush and do what they want, and then offend somebody and expect them to be cool with them. Oh, hey Tanya, it's all good. I know you get so excited when you see me. You're both Tauruses. Well, that explains it then. Male Tauruses are very living in denial type. When they don't get what they want, they fuck up everything. Women Tauruses are, they hold in a lot, and then when they talk, they don't get a response. Then they want to like, bring in that bull. You know, I'll fucking stick these horns in your fucking ass if you don't talk to me. Damn it. You know. But my best friend is one of my best friends is a Taurus, and he stopped speaking to me for a couple months because I put him in his place. You know, I kind of told him that what he was doing was wrong, and then he started crying. And then he kind of said, I'm right, and he had to hear it. And then he's so embarrassed he don't even want to speak to me. But I don't want to. Well, he's not going to see this anyway. But he's still married to this woman, right? He's still married to her. She's a bitch. I know her. I don't like her at all. I can't wait till he gets a divorce from her because she doesn't deserve him. But he's also a dickhead because instead of him getting an official divorce and stop being so damn cheap and just pay a lawyer and just, separate yourselves, sell your fucking house, get your money and fucking. But see, he don't want to do that. He's so greedy about money and he's so stupid. And then he thinks that because he's separated from her and they're living in two different places, that he can go fuck other women. I said, that's on your conscience, bro. If you want to go fuck other women and still married to your wife, you're technically cheating. So you're gonna get karma for all the shit you're doing, bro. That's just my feelings on what you're doing. Cause if that was me, I would never do that. Even though I'm separated from my wife, until I'm divorced, I'm not sticking my deed nowhere it don't belong. Because what happens if you decide to go back to this woman and you and her start to be cool again? Technically you cheated on your wife. So he's looking at me like, oh fuck. I should have never told Mark this shit. And I said, bro, I don't care what you do with your life, but that's just bullshit. How would you feel if she was laying on her back, taking some D from some guy, and you're still married to her? You probably wouldn't be too happy about it, would you? And he didn't have nothing to say. He was like, well, I'm doing it, so, I don't know if she's doing it. I said, well, she's still telling you she loves you, you dumbass. So, like, why are you holding on to it? Because you obviously love her too. So we had like a you know, little argument in my kitchen a couple months ago. And I told him, I said, bro, you're doing the wrong thing, man. You're not supposed to be doing that shit. You're supposed to get rid of her completely in a divorce, and then you can go fuck some hoes and go do what you gotta do, bro. But I said that's wrong. Even if you have a girlfriend right now, you're not officially divorced. You're still married, bro. That's karma. Stop doing that shit, bro. I love him to death. He's my boy. He's my cousin and he's my best friend for years. I've known him all my life, you know? So I kind of put him in his place and he hasn't talked to me since. We haven't spoken months. So I'm sure he's mad at me because, I see I'm the type of person I tell people the truth to their face. And it's not good because the words that come out of my mouth is gonna hurt you because I'm hurting you with the truth. And I don't like when people do shit like that. Cheating is like the worst thing in the world. I don't care if you're separated. But you're still married. So if you're still married and you're separated and you're fucking somebody else, that's not good. That's karma. And then you wonder why your life is all fucked up. You think God wants you to do that shit? God don't even want you to get a divorce. God wants you to work things out and stay with that person. But I know obviously, if a guy tries to fucking kill you, you want to divorce him or he's not, cheating on you. If the person cheating on you, obviously, it's their karma and then you got to divorce him, and do your thing. And some people don't want to get divorced because they're going to lose a lot of money. But you got to understand what you're doing. Like, that shit is not good. You're going to get karma for that shit. And some people think, nah, I'm not going to get karma. I'm good. You keep thinking that. You'll get it in ways where you'll say, "Oh shit, maybe this is my karma right now because I did this." It is. Don't ever think you're not gonna get no karma. And you say, please God forgive me." It don't work that way. You're gonna get karma. He'll forgive you, but you're still on the karma list, especially if you're doing shit like that. But I know people. I'm sure that got into his head, and he probably said, "Fuck Marks," right? But I'm talking as if me, I would never do that. And if I was married right now and I was getting a divorce and I separated from my wife and my wife was fucking some other guy, that's on her conscience and her life. She's gonna get karma, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to go cheat on my wife that I'm getting a divorce from just because we're getting a divorce. Until that's official, then I'm not gonna be doing anything to put myself in a karma circle. You see what I'm saying? That's me personally. I would never do it because I don't want karma. I don't like karma. I don't know anybody who does like karma. But you're going to get it because you're doing something you're not supposed to be doing, you know? And that's God's way of telling you, hey, just don't do it. Just why can't you just wait? You know? Oh, but I'm getting a divorce anyway. We're separated. We're not together. So what? You're still legally married until you're not legally married. And then when you're legally, divorced, then you can go. The minute you sign that paper, you can go get some coochie on the outside, and I won't look at you different because you're done. You're official. You're done. See? This is just my opinions. That's all. Some people would say, "No, Mark." I said, "All right, good." And then you wonder why you trip and fall, or you're somebody fucks up your shit, and you get karma, or you fall in your face, or something happens to you. This is karma. Some people don't listen to me, or whatever. You're welcome, Ashley. Try not to get caught up in. I know it hurts, and I know like you want to make things right, but sometimes you just gotta let it go. Just let it go for now. And my advice to you is just let it go right now, and just let him contact you. And if he doesn't, then that's your answer. So I would say give it a couple days. But I do feel like he's gonna contact you, but it's gonna be on his own accord. So yeah, that's the. I mean, I know people don't want to hear me talk like this because they're getting karma for the things that I'm talking about. But I'm just letting you know that that's why you get karma is because you do dumb shit and you know it's wrong. And because you and that person are doing something wrong, it doesn't mean that that person is going to get more karma than you. You're both going to get it because you're both doing the wrong thing. And you are doing the wrong thing. And you know you are. So when you do things like that, my advice to get over it and to get above it is to forgive yourself for making a mistake, one. Two, ask for forgiveness from spirit and say, look, I won't do it again. And I'm very sorry for doing it. I made a bad mistake. That was stupid of me. I'm not perfect. And there's nothing wrong with making a mistake and doing some stupid shit. We all do. Everybody has done something they knew they shouldn't have done because they get pressured into it. They feel a certain way. They do a certain thing. And it just happens. It's life. And it's okay. I'm not perfect and neither are you. And neither is the person you did dumb shit with. But if you want to overcome that because you're getting the karma and you're suffering from it until you get over that karma spell, that cycle, not spell, but that karma cycle, it's not going to end unless you stop doing dumb shit. And if you've done some dumb shit, then that's why you're getting karma. And you're sitting there wondering, oh, but that was a long time ago and I'm still getting karma. Have you asked for forgiveness? Have you forgave yourself? Have you told Spirit and God, look, I'm sorry what I did and please don't punish me no more? I'll learn my lesson. Have you done that? That's what you have to ask yourself. And if you haven't, that's why you're getting karma. And if you have and you're still getting karma, it's because you obviously done some shit that you shouldn't have done. And that's my belief, by the way. You can take it as whatever you want. And I don't look at anybody different. Whatever you've done in your life, as long as you can live with it, then you're okay. That's all I say, And let me tell you, I've asked God for forgiveness many times because I know I shouldn't think the way I do, and I shouldn't have done the things I've done in the past. But I'm over it now, you know. I'm a better person now than I've ever been in my life, and I still have a long way to go. I still have a lot of work to do. I can be even better than I am now. My mindset. Hello, Tanya. How you doing? Thanks for the super chat. Hello, hello. Will you get a new job offer soon? And what can I tell you about the new opportunity? Let's see. Well, from now until the end of the month, I don't see like a new opportunity coming your way. I feel like that's still closed off. The only way this opportunity will happen is if you're willing to sacrifice your time and make adjustments in your life in order to have this job. But I don't feel like you will because it's something that you don't want to do. So I feel like you'll get an offer this month, but it's not going to be what you want. And you're not willing to change your life or sacrifice certain things to have this job. So this month I don't see it happening. But we can check further. Mm. In October, I'm getting a 50-50 chance, a better chance than this month for you getting a job that will pay you what you want. I feel like you'll be a good fit for the job, but if you keep doubting this and you keep like having anxiety over it, then it's going to make it a longer time to get. I also feel like you're uncertain about the advice you get or the the job that you want. You might be picky, and if you are picky about the job you want, which you should be, and how much you're going to make and how much you're going to benefit off of it, or if it's a good job for you, how far away it is, all that type of stuff. I feel like in October there'll be more of a chance for you to get a decent job and something that you will like. But it's not going to be no time soon, though. But my advice is this: you're saying, will I get a job offer? So, getting an offer to me is not doing anything and expecting somebody to give you a job, right? But if you're putting in your resume and your application to some companies and you're not getting interviews, then I don't see them offering you the job. And the more you put in a resume, or the more you put in like your paperwork into places, the more chances you're going to have. So I don't know if you're doing that or you just magically want somebody to offer you a job. So will you get a new job offer soon? It's telling me you're going to have to wait till October for something to really happen, you know? And this new opportunity can be beneficial financially, financial wise. It'll be what you want financially and you'll be the right person for the job. But it's going to take, some time. So soon, time flies. We're already 3rd of September. So I don't think it's going to happen this month, but I think next month you have a chance. Yes. That's probably why the cards are telling me what it's telling me. Yeah. You might get a interview this month and you're going to get interviewed by a man. So if a man calls you and says, "Hey Tanya, we have your resume here. Can you please come to interview such and such a time?" And a man's going to interview and he's going to like you. He's going to think that you're good for the job. It could be like a business job where you deal with a lawyer or you deal with like somebody who you have to learn from. It's going to be a creative, responsible job. But this person is going to call you probably this month and tell you, "Hey, you come in for an interview?" And if you do, he's going to tell you, we'll consider you for the job, but I do see you getting at least an interview this month with a man. So I see that. So that's what I can tell you. So it looks positive, just time consuming. I just don't see it like, completely happening. But you know what? Time changes. You know, time is time. I don't really predict too many time things because time can be changed, you know? Anything can happen. So nothing's really set in stone. But as of today, September 3rd, the cards and spirit are telling me that you can at least get an interview this month with a man or from a man, and he's going to consider you for the job for October. And the job can be very beneficial money wise, and you can fit in very well. But you might have to make some sacrifices or adjustments in your life to get the job. So it ends up being in your hands. So, I can say, okay, Tanya, I can give you this job, but it's from Monday to Friday. I'm going to give you, you know, 25 bucks an hour, and you're going to be on a probation period. But the job is 2 hours away from where you live. So you might be like, fuck, man, I have to drive 2 hours to go to work. Shit. That means I got to get up super early. That means I got to do this. And if you're willing to do shit like that, then it'll be no problem. But I'm just giving you an example of like what things might be. Like it's going to be in your hands. You're going to have to make some type of sacrifice to get the job. And if you do, it'll be beneficial. So it's really up to you at the end of the day. Because some people will turn down the blessing they get because they personally don't feel like they want to go through all this shit just to have a job. You know what I mean? They want everything to just fall in their lap. So I'm not saying you're like that, but these are the things that, can happen in general. So let's hope it all works out, which I see it will be between now and next month. Things should be, getting better. It's getting really windy outside. Shit. It's like super windy. I want the sun to stay out long enough to heat up the pool so I can go swimming today. Damn it. I haven't been swimming in 3 days. It's annoying. I want to go swimming, damn it. I miss swimming in the pool. Summer's not over yet. I need to go back in the pool and swim. I'm going to try and go in there tonight, this afternoon. Maybe another 3 more hours. I'll try and go in there. You know? I miss going in the pool. I sound like a little kid. I want to go in the pool, please. I want to go in there. I love swimming in the pool. It's so nice. I do exercises in there and I relax in there. I chill out. It's nice and peaceful. But it's kind of cold. The water's kind of cold because it's rained for the past umpteen days and we haven't had too much sun. But right now the sun's beaming. So hopefully it stays this way enough to warm up the pool. So we'll see. If not, I'm gonna have to go in for a cooler dip. I have to freeze my balls off. I don't mind, it's all good. Sometimes the cold water is good for you too. Re-energizes your body, gives you that little shock. I might need it. Tanya says she wants to see. See what? You can't see these things. Naughty. See, she's getting sex. Every time I say I'm going in the pool, she gets sex excited. Shame on you. I got Tanya and Tanya. Double trouble. See? In high school, there was this beautiful blonde girl named Tanya. And she was like probably 4 years older than me, right? I was in grade 9, she was in grade 12. She was a short little hottie, you know? She was banging. And I was like, oh my God. I was like probably like 16, and she was probably like, I was 15 and she was like 18. 'cause she was graduating, and she was gorgeous. And I was like, damn. All my friends were like, Mark, who's the hottest girl in grade 12? I'm like, Tanya's the hottest, and I've never seen her ever since. Somebody told me that she came here for a visit. Apparently, she doesn't live here no more, but she was sexy as heck. Tanya, I know a girl named Tanya Martin or Tanya somebody. I think I know a Tanya. I know a Tanya for sure, but I know a Tanya. Um, Not in school, but I know a Tanya. Can't remember her damn name, no, her last name. I think it's Martins, or I don't know. I can't remember. But she's good looking too. So if I have a daughter, I'm gonna name her Tanya or Tanya, so she can be good looking. Actually, no, that's not a good idea. So that means I have to have a gun at home. Actually, no, let me erase that. Yes, I know you're a tourist. Tourist pain in the ass. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, let me check Facebook and see if Tanya is still looking good. Let me see if she's around. I'm sure I have friends that are, but she might have changed her name because she got married. Ooh, 14 friends. Maybe this is her. It is her too. Oh my God. It's her. Oh, damn, she's still fine. Holy shit. This is my high school crush. Oh my God. She's still looking sexy. Let me see if this is her daughter. Yeah, looks like her daughter. She has the daughter, but she's sexy as hell. She ain't got no man. She ain't got, well, I don't know if she has a man, but I don't see her with no man. Yeah, she got a son and a daughter that look just like her. Yeah, she ain't got no pictures of her and her man. She must be divorced. You want a younger guy, Tanya? It says that she's in Bermuda. She has her original name. It says, laugh when you can, apologize when you should, and let go of what you can't change. I agree with that. Yes, I agree with that. That's a good saying. So yeah, she has no pictures of her and her man. Her and the man or the baby daddy. She's sexy as fuck. 14 mutual friends. I knew I could find. Let me see what mutual friends we have. Yeah, I don't really speak to any of these people like that on a regular basis, but I'm sure I could find out. Here I am looking at my high school crush. That's 4 years older than me. She still looks good for 52. Shit. Looking good. I'm gonna have to change her team. She's for the Tampa Bay Rays. We can't have that. Only Red Sox fans. I'm gonna have to change her. I'm gonna have to give her some D and change her mind. Let me stop talking shit. She don't want nothing to do with me. She probably mad at every man in the world. She probably finish with her man. I'm gonna have to ask some people if they know her. Hey, you know Tanya at our school? Oh yeah, she looking for a man. Oh good. Tell her holla at your boy. Tell her come holler at your boy, and hopefully her baby daddy ain't bigger than me and can beat the shit out of me. So that would be okay. As long as I ain't got baby daddy problems. So I don't want nobody's baby daddy looking for me. You're alright. Yeah. Hello, bro. We good. We good. I'm just talking to your baby mom, bro. It's good. I'm good. Tanya, you still here? Tanya with the O. I got Tanya and Tanya. You made me think about my crush. You wanna I'm gonna leave in a few I'm gonna leave soon because I have to go pick up my nephew from school because it was raining today. He couldn't take his bike. I'm gonna go to the store before I go pick him up. So I would want to offer you a card before I go because it's only you in here. So I'd rather give you a card and then dip. Actually, I'm gonna give you a spirit postcard. I'm gonna give you a postcard from Spirit. Okay. Your crush is Scott Johnson. What, from school? I always got time for you. I better not say that too loud. People are gonna think we're Scott Johnson is the name of a guy here in Bermuda. He has like a boating business. His name is Scott Johnson. He's like a popular guy here that has a boating company. Okay, cool. Okay, this is your pretty postcard. It says with love, and it's got like a little angel in the there. All right. So this says, dear Tanya, sometimes you just feel like no one understands you. You're not heard, or even that you don't count. This, my dear, is a terrible illusion. And although your feelings tell you that abandonment is real, well, we who love you know better. You are never alone. And even when rejection happens, you are ultimately being protected so better things can replace what wouldn't have worked in the first place. Fuck, I love that. Everyone on this side of the veil is watching over you and rooting for your ultimate success. Life loves you, we love you, and you are a unique spark of the divine and always connected to the light and the source. You are always in our care. Trust and keep the faith. Love you always and forever. Spirit. There you go. I love this sentence. It says, although your feelings tell you that abandonment is real, well, we know who loves you and knows better. You are never alone, and even when rejection happens, you are ultimately being protected so better things can replace what wouldn't have worked in the first place. I love that. I feel like putting this postcard as like a thing. I love that. I'm actually thinking about posting this message. So I like this. A lot of people need to hear this message. Because some people honestly think that like they're nothing. And I don't like that. I want people to like understand that they can do that. Well, yeah, that's not good. And I'm glad you see you rejected him for this card just told you rejecting that person is good because it was not going to work in the first place. So that's probably why you got that message. I'm actually going to take a picture of this card because I like it. I'm going to post it because I love this message. I think it's cool. I'm going to put Spirit's message of the day. There you go. I just sent Spirit's message of the day. Marky Mark's Tarot. Amen. Okay. There you go. Yep. I know it'll resonate with a lot of other people too, because I know a lot of people that think that, they're not being taken care of. I'm not saying you are, because you understand, but you know, but see, that's why you got it, because it's telling you, even though you rejected your childhood father, right? It was for a reason, because it wasn't supposed to happen in the first place. So fuck 'em. So there you go. That's your confirmation from spirit. You did the right thing. Can't make this shit up. What can I say? I didn't get much sleep last night. I was up every other hour. I went to bed. When I got off of here, I went straight to bed. And then I was twisting and turning. Then I finally got to sleep. And then 2:30 in the morning, I hear this stupid fucking dog down here trying to get up. She's slipping and sliding all over the tile, can't get up. And I fucked her off before I went to sleep and told her she should go in her bed, and she ignored me because she wants to be laying on the tile like a dumbass. And then there's a plastic bag right here, and it got caught in her nails. So it woke me up because I can hear the ch and her trying to get up. And I'm like, you stupid, dumb fucking dog. So I came downstairs, lifted her up. She was like, still like, all over the place. Then I made sure she got in her bed. And then that was it. She fucking pissed me off. She's been so annoying. Oh my God. Some days she gets up, no problem. She's like, she's being a shithead. She's being she's being really annoying. Because when she's ready, she gets up fast. If I say, come on, let's go, I'm going to give you your food, she'll get up, no problem. It's like she's being like a real bitch lately. Like she's just being dumb. I can't stand that about her. She's just being really, really annoying. Well, that's the thing. If they really want to contact you, they'll contact you, you know? Don't go out of your way. You've been out of your way too much. And that's why you got that card. See, that card is telling you, you know? That card's telling you, no, you rejected those people rejected you, you reject them back. You know? See, I already got a like from Starlight. Good. See, by you blocking them, that's the rejection. And that rejection was to protect you in the first place. See, there you go. You can never turn back now. What you gotta do is If she really wants to talk to you, she knows how to reach you. You know what I'm saying? That's up to her. But you've already, what she's done to you this year is unacceptable. So I totally get, what's going on with you and her and stuff like that. You know? All right, I'll see you later on. I'm gonna go pick up my nephew anyway. It's almost 3 o'clock. I gotta be there in half an hour. Take care, Tanya. You'll be fine.